Hi there, it's Suzanne again. How did you get on last week when you were looking at how do I get there with my goals? I hope you came up with lots and lots of different ideas and let your imagination run wild. So this week, what we're going to look at now is how will I actually make it happen? And by this, what I'd like you to really think about is 5 major steps and 5 actions you can take to really start this goal coming to fruition. Don't worry at this stage about time scale, so you don't have to commit that you're going to do it by a certain time, and don't worry if there's stuff that you don't quite know how you do it. For this week, all I want you to do is focus on what kind of things you need to be doing. So on your handout, you'll see that there's a space for you to write your goal and then to list 5 things you could do to make it happen. So as in the previous weeks when we've been using an example of a real life client to explain it, we'll do the same here. So we've talked about one of my clients who was trying to make new friends, and when I went through this with her, we came up with 5 things that we needed to do, and the first one was about research. Last week you might remember I was talking about could she go to coffee shops, could she join a gym, all that kind of stuff, but because she was in a new area she didn't know any of the information around that, so we decided that the first thing she needed to do was some research. The second thing that we talked about was then deciding on a budget, because if she's thinking of joining a gym, if she's going to go and do some evening classes, what kind of budget has she got to be able to do that, because she might have to prioritise what she does in terms of how much money she's spending. And then the third stage that we talked about was being brave. So it was more an action, a behaviour that she had to do, but previously she might have felt like hiding in the corner, but she was never going to make new friends by doing that. So her third action was being more brave. And then we talked about work activities. So the reason that she'd had to move area and was wanting to make friends was because she'd moved for a job, and the job that she'd moved to did quite a lot of social activities. So her fourth action was to commit to do some of those sports and social things with her work. And then the fifth one that we talked about was really taking her out of a comfort zone, and she committed that each week she was going to ask 3 new people to go for a coffee, whether she met them at the gym, whether it's people from work, whether it's people in the park when she was walking the dog, whatever it was, she was going to ask 3 new people. And I remember at the time her saying to me, oh, I really don't want to do this, but she put it down as the action she was going to do. So even if it's stuff that you think I really don't want to do this, be brave like she was and write the 5 action points that are going to move you forward to achieving this goal. Okay? And then you need to do that for all 3 areas. If you're struggling to get 5, it might be worth you speaking to some of your friends, your parents, your sisters, whoever it is, just to get some advice from them, because sometimes even if you're stuck, they might come up with some ideas that you wouldn't have thought of. Next week, we're going to be thinking about what might you need. So it might be that you need some new skills, or you need some other things for you to be able to achieve this goal. And next week, we'll talk about how we can go about making sure you've got those. So enjoy coming up with your 5 tasks, and I'll see you next week.